Yeah. Yeah, Anthem. Mm-hmm. No. No, 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 it's nothing to do with the brass band. No. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, 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 you don't sing to the game, no. No, if I did some singing, I think the game would format itself. Hello, boys and girls. We're going to have a look at Anthem. We're going to have a look at the gameplay and just see how it is. Now, when you start the game is kind of laid out into two kind of styles. This is like FPS style, but you can't do anything here. But instead here, you've got people to chat to, and you've got contracts to pick up, which are like missions or quests. The quests help you to achieve goals, get better kit, to expand and progress in the game. There are different storylines in the game as well, and you can basically take up a storyline, follow it, get a reward at the end, get another storyline from somebody else, and then you can just keep following that kind of routine. So we'll have a look at what the game kind of offers. So as I said, you can pick up quests, so you can see where the quests or the contracts are by pressing M for that, and you'll see there's a few things dotted around here. There's this one I've got there, Challenge of the Legionnaires. We've got this one here, which is a contract freelancer work, and you'll see like the key here, the legend on the right hand side. Now I've already picked up some of those, but basically to get to this point there's a variety of quests and contracts that you need to achieve to basically get to this point, which opens up certain things in the game. Now there are certain things that you don't have at the start of the game. These are primarily the stores that you see here you can purchase from. So this guy here is like a crafting guy, and you can get stuff from his store. There's this one here as well, where you can buy kind of minerals from the store as well to make kits. Yes, you got some best compounds in the fort. Yeah, okay. And you've got this girl here who is Zoe. She's like the maintenance person. You got this person here, and she is like a Secret Service agent, intelligence agent, or spy, but she doesn't like being called a spy. So what you do, you interact with these characters. So here we go.
You know,
we interact with these characters.
Surprised me.
How's that?
I never questioned your battle skills.
Yeah.
But your resolve and mental toughness exceeded my expectations.
And you've got these kind of two choices to respond with. Depending on which one you choose, you get rep with certain factions. So we'll just go through this conversation now.
Thank you, Tessa.
Do you know what I like about you?
What do you like about me?
What? No, don't be ridiculous. I'm trying to tell you something important.
Sorry, I thought we were connecting.
I admire your loyalty.
Yes.
You stuck by your friends and stayed true to Fort Tarsus.
That's just the kind of freelancer I am.
I agree. Did you know?
So we're all freelancers.
Besides resourcefulness,
The
courage, and
freelancers
intelligence, Corvus values loyalty above all.
are people who use javelins. Javelins are suits, kind of like Iron Man, which you use to fly around to do the quests with. So we'll just go through this. We'll show
I do
you
too.
the
We may
javelin.
have more in common than you think.
Are you saying I'd make a good spy?
Agent?
Right. Agent.
So now she's
No,
trying to recruit me
working
to be
for
a
Corvus
spy.
is a gift. We are the eyes and ears of Bastion.
And
but it comes with
Bastion
risks.
is the country that they're in,
A
or the
dying
land
town.
that they're in at the moment.
Being abandoned by your own government. And in certain times,
Yeah.
even reviled
We're
as
just-
a traitor.
Yeah,
You make it
okay,
sound
okay,
so
come
fun.
on. So we can
I guess
skip
you
some
got
of
that lousy
this
job.
Yes.
Did you
by
describe
pressing
it?
escape.
That's what I thought.
Yeah,
I'm sure you will.
Okay. So that's basically an interaction you get with the game. So there's lots of stuff going on. Sometimes she'll give you missions to do, sometimes she won't. There's this guy here guarding her, but you can't actually do anything or attack people in this mode of the game. So you have these things called javelins, and that is my javelin. And there are 4 different types of javelins in the game. There I can start expeditions, but let's have a look at the javelins. So we've got this thing here, which is the forge. So we can press F to activate the forge, and we go into the forge. Now what the forge gives us the opportunity to do is have a look at our javelins, and we can see which ones we've got, and we can kit them out. So let's start with these here. So the first one is Ranger. This is your default one that you get. You can choose 1 or 2 to begin with at the start of the game, but this is basically the default one, He's a bit of an all-rounder. He's like got some guns, grenades, and he throws one or two things, and he kind of sprints around doing like average things. He's like a balanced medium player or medium suit. This one, Colossus, is more of a tank, and it's the strongest character. Basically specialises in firepower and grenades. So that's him. So I've just kitted that up, and you see like all the kit that he's got there. We've got Storm as well. Hang on a second, I did say Storm, didn't I? Yeah. Okay, so Storm is this one here. You'll notice I've got silver things. You've got the level of the character there, so that's level 431 at the moment, and that's the Storm character. And finally, what Storm does is that's more of a uses elemental power, so uses wind and electricity and fire to fend off enemies. So it has things like fireballs he throws out, and it can call down like an electric storm and things like that. So that's Storm. But the problem with him is that, well, this character rather, not actually male or female. The problem with this javelin suit is that it is very, very weak in terms of taking damage. Colossus is the best at taking damage. This one isn't at all. So this one comes with a shield. So you have to get items which do equip your shield. Interceptor is like the rogue on World of Warcraft, if anybody remember that. So it's a fast character, close combat melee character, and can basically run around, speed around the map to do things and battle with different monsters or NPCs in the game. So those are the 4 javelins which we've got, and I'm using at the moment Colossus. I'm just trying to get familiar with Colossus. I've used Storm, and I just thought I'd start with Colossus. So in here we have a look at Colossus. So we've got these different sections on Colossus. So we've got what he's got here for this slot on his javelin suit. So we've got different things to choose from. I've got a firewall mortar, but you can have a high explosive mortar, you can have lightning coil. We've got different components, and these are like seals which they have to increase their power. So you've got a maximum of 6, but these are only obtained while you progress in the game. So you get one when you kind of get up to a certain level, and you keep getting them all the way up to level 30, and this character is level 30 at the moment. So I've got all these seals here, and you can basically click on these, and you've got a nice collection of seals here. Like similar games, the white one is like a non-common. It's a very, very common item. The green ones are uncommon, and they come with different stats. The blue ones are still more uncommon, so they are rare. The purple ones are epic, and the I haven't got any there, have I? But if we have a look at weapons here, the orange ones or yellow ones that you've got there, they are legendary. Follows similar games in the past, certainly World of Warcraft, where they use the same colour scheme. So if it's yellow item, it's better than green, basically, and it's better than anything. So what we do, we go through here, we equip the javelin with all these different things. Now, to obtain these items, what you have to do the missions. So what you do, you go around talking to people in the game, the characters in the game. You go through the quest line, go through the contracts. They call them contracts here, and obviously you got different contracts, and then the rewards for those contracts are might be an item, might be some money, might be something. So we can have a look at what we've got here. So we press J, go to the menu, and we've got challenges, quests here, which I've got, contracts which I've got. So I've picked up some contract work here. So Arcanists have come to rely on your help for investigations outside the wall. Yeah, okay. So you've got different things here, and what we need to do, we need to go and complete these. Let's have a look at one I've completed. Yeah, so there's lots of completed quests here. The quests are divided between kind of different types of environments. So you've got agent contracts, which are basically you get a single contract, go out and do a single thing, come back. You've got quests, which may be 1 or 2 contracts in a row, so you have to go into one, which follows into another, which follows into another, and you get a nice reward at the end of it. You've got legendary contracts, which are more difficult than the standard ones, and you only get those, I think, once you qualify. You've got to level 30, and you've got strongholds, which are difficult environments, kind of instance environments, where you're locked into a particular type of area of the game, and you have to go and complete that area, and you get a reward at the end of it. But those are the more difficult ones. You have a library of things that you pick up during the game as well, so there's different things dotted around you pick up. You can see your armory from in here. You even have a mailbox as well, so you can read email from everybody. I won't go into the quest line to spoil it for you, but there's a different there's different stories in the game, and the quest lines are quite interesting. Really, the stories are quite good. So you just have to have a look at those, but it's worth playing. So I'm going to kit up now. So I've got an expedition. So we jump into our javelin and put it on. Now this brings up a new menu system we've got here. So basically, at the moment, I've got the Temple of Scars, my tracked mission. I picked up some contracts earlier, and what we can see, if I just change mission, we can see whereabout these missions are on the map. So this is Bastion, and you've got different areas of the map where these missions are. So I am going to choose a mission here, and let's choose that one there, just for the hell of it. You've got your difficulty here. I've got this on hard difficulty at the moment, and we've got our squad, which we can choose here. So if you've got friends in the game, you can add them to the game here. And you've got consumables. These are once only consumable items that give you a boost for this one quest only. Once you finish the quest, it gets consumed. That's it. So you can boost your armor, you can boost your ammo, you can boost different things, your shield, whatever, to give you a certain advantage. Again, at different levels, you can have either 1, 2, or 3. Some of them require lots of items that you pick up, some of them only require a few. So the items that you pick up are when you go around the map, there's like different plant items, different minerals you can pick up. You can get different embers as well, so white, green, blue, purple and yellow embers for like epic, rare, legendary embers you pick up, and you combine your embers together to go and craft things. So if we click on one of these items here, and I want to press select. So I've got these which I can equip, but I can also craft some of these items as well. So if I click on here, I don't want to. Well, okay. So at the bottom there, sorry, that requires 5 embers, epic embers, whereas the green one here only requires 1 uncommon ember. So you can see there that there's different things which are used. Different types of materials are used depending on what you want to kind of have as your consumable here. But I don't want to craft anything yet. Let's go back to the mission itself. And to start the mission, after we've got everything ready, we just click on launch down here, and that launches our mission. So this is a public mission, and because it's public, it'll just scan for people who are doing the same mission on the same difficulty, within the same level, and then you can then show a new mission. Now, depending on how many there are loads of missions and contracts in the game. There's stacks and stacks and stacks of them. There's 3 types of playing modes. There's the stronghold. There's the quests, which I'm doing at the moment, the contracts, so you go out as like a predefined plan of what you need to do. Or there's free play, and free play just lets you roam around and around the map doing different things, and every now and again there's an objective that pops up, and then when you've completed that objective you get a reward at the end of it. But there are kind of world quests as well, and you need to complete some of those world objectives or those world quests to get onto later parts of the game. So it's a good idea to do some free play, and it's a good idea to do these quests as well as you progress later on into the game. So here we go. We start with 4 players.
Where are we headed?
And you get this blue thing at the top, and that tells you where you need to go. Now the game relies on your freelancer and what are called ciphers. There's ciphers in the game are people who have a telepathic ability, and they are nurtured as they get older to kind of communicate with freelancers as they go around the Bastion area. This helps because they can like pick up things that are happening in the area and give you the objectives for you to carry out the missions, and you can kind of benefit from those because you get all the rewards. So basically the ciphers and the freelancers, they work together, and you'll notice here that I get this voice from in which told me so-and-so's here, or you need to go here, or you need to do that.
Shouldn't be surprised.
So there you go. So
them from taking
some of the weapons
equipment.
I've got now, I've got some fire, I've got a cannon, I've got grenades. Obviously it depends on what character or rather what javelin you're using will determine what you can fire. This is my auto cannon, which will blow those people down there, giving me quite a lot of damage.
That's the first.
Hard.
Exciting.
It's not that good. So we're going to kill these. I'll take this guy there. Some real badass sniping skills. You see him getting away from him there. I'll die otherwise.
Those scars need to be dealt with first, or repairing the equipment will be wasted.
So maybe I should concentrate on playing this instead of talking too long. So reloading takes a lot of time. I've also got this acid thing which I can use, which slows acid. Oh yeah, and I've got a melee back, so I'm just going to bounce the floor like that. All this is happening. So you need to have got a relatively fast PC. Where am I going? Hello. Oh yeah, you've got like a launch facility as well. So basically do this, basically has like stupid firepower. There you go. And that restores all your health as well. So everybody gets one of those.
That seems complete, I think.
Okay.
Always glad to see you survive a fight like that.
So there you go, so that's the game.
Diversion for you.
So here you go, this guy called Matty is talking to me.
Can't wait to see if my theory's correct.
He's given us a location to go to, so there's another blue location here. So let's go down here. See what goodies we've got. So there's a lot of this flying in the game. Your bar there at the bottom basically determines how much thrust you've got left. You want to avoid overheating your thrusters because it takes a few seconds for you to return from that state to cool your thrusters down. You can go into the water, that cools you down, and you can go underneath waterfalls as well. That cools your thrusters down. That's quite good. So I'll stop for a second. There you go, that cools my thrusters down, and then I can go into the area that I need to get to fight everybody. Got my snakes here. So
This is the place. My sources are correct. The ruins are nearby.
to load it.
I'll see what can be done.
Lots of scorpions and spiders around here. There we go. Oh, speaking devil. Let's reload. Well, okay, so what we're looking for here?
Let's find another.
Reload that, so I'll reload it. that's added to my quest completion. So you do like see these different things. I should really reload this thing.
You're getting this done very quickly.
Yeah, and you got different things to do here. So these green little kind of map things, circle, takes you to different areas where you've got, here you go, is just on that one. There's see the status on the top right hand side of where we are with quest. One more to do, there it is. So let's just do that. There we go. Okay, so, we've done all those quest objectives. On overheating bar. Okay, so now we've got a Titan on it. Fight. Let's just go over this. So, where is he? Where is he? Where is he? There he is, Titan. Yeah, the only thing about this javelin is it's very, very heavy. So these Titans we have to fight. We have to get them in a particular, at a particular angle because you can only shoot them on certain sensitive areas of their kind of character. To reduce my damage. So you see these purple things that drop here. These are actually rewards that you get. So you see these come up on the right hand side.
Spiking energy signals. Can
Here
you
you go,
check it
and
out?
that is giving me an epic item, an epic item, and an epic item. So it means when I finish this quest, I get rewarded with some epic items.
Looks like we've
And that happens all the way through
First,
the game
blended
once you
fragments.
complete quests with
You got it.
kind of low level, and then you're progressing through getting higher things in the game. So here we are. So Reloading, yes, come on, reload. Okay, reloaded. Where's he gone? There he is. That way.
Has to be heard at this point.
Oh man, so slow.
I think this isn't giving up.
So okay, so if you get damaged, the guys are supposed to come round and heal you. So you'll see here, here he is. He's going to hopefully resurrect one of us. There we go. So there's one person resurrected. And are they going to resurrect me? Yes, it's going to resurrect me. That's nice. So now I've got where's it gone?
Still going? Unbelievable. Time well done.
Okay, so he's down.
Fight like
So
that.
that is 6.
Are all freelancers like you? Amazing work.
And we've just completed that mission. And the mission is ended. And we'll get some rewards at the end of this. I've not missed any nice gems that have dropped anywhere. So this takes us to the mission ending section. Which hopefully there we go, mission's complete. So those are the characters. Well, we had four Colossuses. I don't think I've ever had that before. Okay, so it tells us the XP we've earned. Okay, we'll go through that. It tells us our Alliance XP, which is like another kind of rating for the factions in the game. And then you've got kind of analysis of how you played. So we've all played Soldier. And these are the things you get rewarded with. So here we go, I've got a couple of lower spec items, I've got a couple of higher spec items as well. So there you go, that's it. So we come out of that, and then you get to choose where you've gone to. I go to Forge, and then in Forge you go back to where you kit yourself out, and you basically choose the gear to make sure your level increases here. So basically, that is the game. Basically, that's what you do to get where you want. To come out of here, you press escape, and then it takes you back into the FPS area where you're walking around talking to people, and then it all starts again. So you get different missions, you get different quest lines. You get this quest line which is all about the Heart of Rage, which you'll see in the game anyway, and you just pick up different things and enjoy the game really. So that's basically Anthem, and it plays really well. I've really enjoyed it. Played it the last few days, and I hope anybody who wants to play it can get the same enjoyment as out of the game as I have. But thanks for watching the video. I hope this has helped you, and I think this game is definitely worth buying if you like this type of game. So take it easy, guys, and I'll speak to you soon.